Hi, this is JilliBling. How are you today? I have a project I'd love to share with you using the A Good Man set. In May, I declared May to be Manly May, and I'm trying to do manly cards. And some of them are gender neutral, but mostly I'm focusing on men because the rest of the year we seem to do cards that we like, which are girly. But I have a few sets that are really great for guys, and Manly May is a perfect time to do it. So relax your way, it's your day. And I was thinking this could be a good birthday card. You do a great job at being a great guy. That's just nice. And these cards are really easy. All you have to do is a little bit of stamping and color with the blends. Isn't that nice? And for these projects, I'm using the stamp set A Good Man, primarily. And then I just threw in at the end Peaceful Moments because it has the happy birthday in it. And I really like how this coordinates with some of the words. These are the moments we'll look back on with joy. And just think of when you were a kid and you went to the beach with your parents, and just those special moments. Look back on with joy. So if it's like a teenage son or daughter wanting to say to their parents or their dad, hey, thanks. Thanks for all that you were. That now kids finally realize that you were. Tailor-made tag dies. We'll be using these tags, and these are going to be in the annual catalog starting May 4th. And it's a great set. It has 2 different toppers, and then it also has 2 different, see this piece right here? That will give you a tag hole reinforcer, and has all these different sizes, and then the 2 different shapes. But we'll be using these a little bit more in just a minute. So if you're like, what are you talking about? I'll show you here in a minute. Oh, here, I'll show you right now. This is the tag reinforcer, and I just did it in a coordinating color. But what do you think about that one? Are you impressed by the way I colored in his clothes? The first one was colored with blends, which looks great. But throwing something new in there, paper piecing. So if you have designer paper, you stamp on the designer paper, cut it out, and then just glue it in place right over the original image. And then I did a little bit of coloring with the blends. But this one, I think it came out great. I think this is my favorite. Using just the blends, using the tags, tailor-made tags. I should know. Tailor-made tags. And this is old ribbon, but you could use whatever you have. Isn't that nice? Holding this little girl. Okay, so let's do one more today, and it's going to be using some blends and then also a little bit of paper piecing so I could show you about that. This is from the Well Suited bundle. And here are some papers I've already stamped. This paper I think looks perfect for jeans, but it's from the Seashell set. This paper, Paisley Shirt, maybe they're coming back. This is from the Well Suited paper set. And this is for the guy with the little one on the shoulders, and this is for his jeans too. I thought this is great paper for jeans. Okay. Didn't give myself much room here. So let's get started from bottom to top. Those are inside papers. Okay, here's designer paper. Again, this is from Well Suited. I'm looking at these over here. I'm going to have it go in this direction. That one was a little bit low. These both are going that direction. So this one, how about if I have it right in the middle? Okay. It's very sticky. Okay, that looks good. And next is Next up will be these pieces here. So I'm going to stamp the man on here. Now stamp the standing one holding his little girl. And I'm doing it in Memento because I will be using a little bit of the blends and paper piecing. But because I'm doing the blends, I want to make sure to use the right ink. Good. Okay, so for his clothes, I'm going to try the Paisley Shirt. So I'm going to need this stamp again, same stamp. And for those of you that don't like coloring and you don't mind cutting, this is for you. So I'm going to work on his pants first and stamp right on here. And the paper needs to be only as big as the image his pants are. Probably could have done it a little bit lower. Almost cut off that corner, but it's okay. And then I'm going to have him have a Paisley gray shirt. This one is easy. Okay. Pants. Shirt. And you could even do the little girl's pants, the little girl's shirt. Where does it end? So the next step is to cut out his pants. I have one done right here. And then, oh, you know what? I didn't cut that out very good. Well, this is embarrassing. Whoops. See right here? His knee? I kind of cut it out. I did a whoops. Okay. Paper piecing. Here we are. The little girl, I'm going to let her foot be skin color. Sorry about that. This won't take too long. I won't do that again. Oh, it seems like my light is flickering a little bit. So you know, at the beginning of the pandemic and everyone was doing Zoom calls, I looked at myself on Zoom and I'm like, oh my gosh, that's bad. And so somebody says, oh, you're fine, you just need a ring light. So of course, I immediately went online and I got myself a ring light. So I put that up next Zoom call, like a week later. I don't know that it was any better. The light has to be coming from up high. Anyhow, didn't do many more Zoom calls. So that light is now right up here around the camera. And did it last for less than a year? Yeah, if it's flickering, I'm thinking maybe so. Okay, pants. Pants, and the guy has a knee. So next is to cut out his shirt. Oh, I just dropped a tiny little piece. So if you're going to do paper piecing, this one, there's one little bit that's kind of hard. And that little piece just popped up when I went to grab it. It's the little piece right here under her head and by her arm. It's just a tiny little sliver. And I had it all cut out ready to go. And it's on the floor somewhere. I just cleaned the floor, so it should be easy to find, but I didn't see it. Okay, wait till you see how small this is. That's why I'm saying maybe this one, That's it. And if you don't have it in there, maybe just color it gray. Okay, so I'm going to stick these pieces down. Probably I should color first, but I don't want to lose that. Okay, I'm going to try coloring first. That's what I should do. So over here, I'm going to have Skin is Ivory. Is this ivory? Gosh, there I go again. The first one I did is Light Crumb Cake, and that didn't look good. I did it again. Ivory. Sweet little girl. And I'm assuming that's her shirt coming up. You can make it her belt. Dad's arm. Her foot. I guess it's okay if you color out of the lines because a lot of paper piecing will cover it up. I'm going to have him being barefoot. I'll have him on the ocean. Okay, Light Crumb Cake needs to go. So for her, she's going to have on jeans. So I'm going to do those in navy. First I was thinking that's a little bit too dark, but the navy matches the paper, so I know it'll look good. This weekend we're going to go see Emma. She asked for some planter boxes. So Tony's been out building planter boxes made from tin and pressure treated lumber. She says just like yours, which is nice. So he's going to have them put together and then he'll assemble them once we're there. But that will be a fun trip. She's a new homeowner and she just put in her own driveway. It didn't have a driveway. Could you imagine that? She was so cute. She had Jackie gave us some bulbs and I gave them to her and she put them in a wine barrel, half of a wine barrel. And it was just a few weeks later, she's like, Mom, look, and she was sending me pictures. She goes, they're growing, they're growing. She was so excited. Then a few weeks later, she goes, look what else is growing along the side of the house. And it was more bulbs. Those are tulips. I think Jackie sent her daffodils. So that was fun. It's fun to see the kids becoming independent and enjoying little things. My son has to keep his grass cut, and he doesn't have a lawnmower. That's fun. Dad, let me use the lawnmower. Okay, so I'm going to use liquid glue, and I'm going to put down these pieces of cut out designer paper. And because I stamped on them before cutting them into the right shape, they retain all the detail of the stamp. For instance, his pocket. It is right on there. Look at that. Paper piecing. The first time I did paper piecing, it was this chef guy. Some of you probably remember him. And he had on an apron. Oh, if ever you want to pick up a little piece, like that little thing right there, I was going to pick it up and show you, but my chances are I'd lose it. I put glue where I want the little piece to go. I'm putting my snips tip right into the glue. Now I could pick up this piece and position it. That's one heck of a tiny piece. Has a little print on it. Okay, so there's this here, the bottom of his shirt, and it goes over to his arm. Boy, I hope this Paisley shirt looks good after all that. And sometimes the paper piecing, depending on how you cut, overlaps, because there's a solid heavy line right down here at the bottom of his shirt, and I left that with his shirt. If you left it with his jeans, it would overlap a little bit different. And there's no wrong. However you do it is just fine. Okay, look at him in his Paisley shirt. And he's all colored. Okay, except the bottom. But I said I'm going to do this one like he's on the beach. So I'm thinking Seaside Spring. That's a good color. Just a little swoosh of color. Now I'll do some Crumb Cake Light just for a little bit of sand. Just a little bit. Okay, so we're done with the blends. Gonna let that dry for just a minute. So this, how about there? Okay, let's work on the tag. Looks like that's all we have to do for the front. So on the tag, how about being this way? Okay, so I'm going back to the little girl appreciating her dad, and she's gonna say, I grew up loved. That's really cute. Okay. So I will cut that, and while I'm at it, this is, let me find the first one. The first one has just little round circles. This one is more a bit of a D shape with an oval hole. The circles have a circle hole. And at first I thought, okay, they're cute, they're different, they're interchangeable, but look at these dies. Here, I'll put them upside down in here. The hole for the tags, they're different. Oval, circle, circle. The one I'm using now is an oval. Therefore, I'm going to use this one with an oval. I'm sure that they would work, but I like them to match. Okay, so I will run them through on this little strip of paper, and I'll get 3 of them. Here they are. 3 of them gone. Here's the 3 of them. Aren't those cute? Okay, we need just 1. Cut my tag. Okay, and here's the piece. Oh, I think maybe it goes this way. Can you tell I haven't done this? Oh, that looks good. Oh, it could kind of be like a folded over one if you put one on the underside, but no one would see the underside. Okay, liquid glue. Just a little bit of glue around the circle. Boy, Stampin' Up! Made it easy. I like that. Tomorrow, Mama and I, we have a nail appointment. I can't wait. Sometimes it doesn't matter. Other times, like this time, I look at my hands. It's the worst I think they've ever looked. Kind of driving me crazy. Okay, that looks good. Okay, so this will be somewhere here. This can be here. Okay, I think this one is ready to stick on. Attach to the layer. Pacific Point Navy. Who knew? Okay, so this is from the Well Suited product suite. So I'm going to wrap it around a few times and have this little tag go through it. Oh, you know what? So at this point I'll just tie it. I know that's not where I want the tie to be, but for now I'll just get it attached. Okay, and then to adjust where I want it, I'm thinking right about there. I grew up loved. This right here, thanks to you, I kind of want to put that in the background. Should I try navy on navy? I felt that good enough. Seems to want to keep popping up. Okay, so Night of Navy. Hopefully I could stamp it straight. If I stamp it crooked, that one's not straight, then you know it's handmade. I want this to be more of just a background though. Okay, so one of them is really crooked. Right here. It's way over there. You can hardly see it, but yeah. Okay, so this is going to go about here. This will go here. Okay, so I'll put this on with dimensionals. Paper piecing, I also did, a long time ago there was this love bug. I think it was called Beautiful Ride. And it just had a big love bug image. Perfect for paper piecing. Then it had some luggage that went in that set. I did all of them with designer paper. And I had this hippie designer paper. Yellows and greens. It was really cute. Okay, so let me make use of my fancy little tag here. Should I do that in a knot? Boys are more knots rather than bows, I think. I guess it just depends on the boy. Okay, now to kind of lock this tag in place, I'm going to use some dimensionals. Kind of hold it right about there. That's looking good. I like it. Okay, look at us go. Okay, so I grew up loved, thanks to you, thanks to you. So for the inside, I don't want to stamp and color another man. That would be duplication and not needed. What about that joy? That joy. These are the moments we'll look back on with joy. I like that. So that's going to go here. And I keep on going to that heart. There's a heart in this set. This heart, I keep going back to that. Okay, I'll just keep this one simple. So the heart has to be a memento because I'll color that in. So I will do the words in navy. Or I guess I could do them in slate. Yeah, navy. Let me try it again. It looks a little crooked. That looks more crooked. That one's better. Take the best out of the two of them. So the hearts, Should I do one or a few of them? Maybe I'll do 3 at the bottom. Boy, lucky to get those lined up. And there's no red on here. Red is supposed to be hearts. If I did it blue, that would be sad, right? So how about cherry? That is a real red. Cherry cobbler. A nice, rich, manly red. Okay, that looks good. Oh, I'm going to do a little shadow. I had to do just a little something. Okay, Smoky Slate Light. Smoky Slate is part of the colors in this bundle. And then Color Lifter. See, this is why I end up with so many colors on one card, because I just keep adding more. We have a good hobby. We can add more. A little shadow. Okay. Oh, leave it there so I can list it. Okay, now this one's my favorite. So, as always, all the products used and paper sizes will be on my blog, which is JilliBling.com. And today I just posted all kinds of updates. I think there was 7 different projects, and I scattered them out one per day. So it will take just a few days, but materials used, paper size cuts, they're coming. They're on the way. I'll get on it this time. Okay, there we go. Paper piecing. Paisley Shirt looks good. And I like the hearts with the shadow. Well, thank you for tuning in. I hope you have a great day. And until next time, take care.